So good afternoon, everybody. Today, 10th of Jan, Sunday. It's good to see people excited to know about, some hidden stocks. Surprisingly, last week only we discussed some stocks, and they have all gone up within 1 week itself. So I thought, let me identify a few more, and let's see how do they plan out. Again, it may not be necessary that they start moving from Monday itself, right? If price action supports, then it will move, else it will take some time, right? Because these are all equity stocks and for long term basis. Okay, so let me first start with the first stock is Trident Limited, right? So this company is into towels and all furnishings and bed sheets and all that, right? So just to let you know why this looks interesting now at this stage. So I was tracking this actually since long time when it was around 10 rupees levels. Unfortunately, it shot up too fast, and then by the time I was planning to do this session, this price has gone up, right? So from 10 rupees levels, it did come down over here, and then it was very interesting to buy once this level was crossed. That was of 1045, 1050. Unfortunately, it went up, but now what we see, it is trying to come down again. So this still looks a great buy at current prices of 15 rupees. You can look at 15 rupees and a stop loss of 9 rupees. Monthly chart is looking fantastic. Again, I said this was a great buy when this 3 months high was getting crossed. So probably the levels of 9 rupees to 10 rupees was a great entry. So if it comes down, right, if market corrects, just keep this in your radar, and then once it crosses the PA daily setup, you can look to buy, or currently once it crosses this high, you can still look to buy. So that was Trident, and your stop loss can be 9 rupees. Okay, let us pick up the second stock, that is GSCL Cement. GSCL Cement. Right, so we have covered the first stock. Now the second stock is GSCL Cement. Yeah, so first let us look at the monthly chart. So monthly chart is giving a good indication that something is happening on this stock, right? It has already crossed 3 months high, but still I would say once it crosses the round number of 50, this would look very, very interesting, right, to buy in the cement space, right? So as a sector also, cement is doing well. So this is one small cap, mid cap, which you can see, and you can see a nice breakout on Friday itself. So this qualifies as a good pick for long term, right? Again, stop loss for this can be below 30 rupees, 29 rupees you can put as a stop loss, and just keep in mind, right? So this looks a good pick. Okay, next stock is FCL. Yeah, that is Phenotex Chemical Limited. So it was again a good buy when this 3 months high was been crossed, but still I would say that this looks interesting. So 40 rupees would have already given you a good return of 70 rupees, but now what I see, there is some price correction, right? So price correction is happening, so let us wait for some price correction to happen. Let it come around it's already 61, maybe around 60 rupees, and then once it crosses our PA daily setup 4 days high, then you can look to buy, right? So that's how you can look tracking these stocks, not immediately buying, but once the levels are crossed, then you can look to buy. And suppose if this comes down to sub 50 rupees and then starts to make some higher low formation, so this low, and then you see one low formation, and then you see one green candle over here, up move over here, then you can look to buy. So that is the third stock which we are looking at. Okay, I posted some equity stocks on Facebook, which I was tracking and which we discussed few weeks back, right? Subex and HFCL and all those things, right? So we'll see how are they doing now, right? So HFCL also we discussed when it had crossed this 23 and then it went into sideways, right? So you see when the breakout happens, it comes down and it gets into pause mode, right? And then again a breakout happens. Then again it went into pause mode. Then it goes into a breakout mode. Then goes into pause mode. Then gives a breakout mode, right? So my entry was around 20 to 23, and the stock is already trading around 30 rupees, right? So that's how you have to look at, right? My initially stop loss was around 16 to 15 rupees. Now I will change my stop loss, but I'll continue to ride this. This has a really good potential, right? So monthly chart also, if you see, it's a nice, movement which is giving. So I feel that this should give you a good return. Okay. Next was Subex, right? So this did give me a fantastic 50% return. But again, I said these stocks, I'm not looking at just short-term gains. I'm looking for holding for a longer period, right? So what it has done, it went up, then it came down, and when it went up over here, that time I entered around 20 rupees. Then it shot up. Now it's gone into price correction and some sideways and positive play. The stock has now again come back to 26, 27 rupees levels, right? Again, using our daily setup strategy, once it crosses, you can look to re-enter, and this will be formation of a higher low. So higher low over here, one low over here, one low over here, and one low over here. So let's see if you get a movement over here, okay, at these levels of 25, may correct little bit more, right? It's 26.30, may come down to 25 levels, and then if it gives me an up move, then it will be a confirmation that it is in a higher low formation mode and the stock can go up. Understood? Are the stocks clear? Are the stocks clear? So we discussed which stocks today? Trident, GSCL, FCL, HFCL, and Subex, right? So I hope you have noted down these stocks, and then again you can trade as per your risk, put appropriate stop losses, and it should give you good return. Yeah, all good. Any doubts? Any clear? Any questions you have? Hope you have noted down the script. Yes. Yeah, so I look at these charts. Some of the stocks I have been holding since long time. Hence, I have these stocks in my mind. So it is like that. I use the cursors to get the chart, the scanners, which help me to identify these stocks. Not all stocks, but then I pick up the ones which I look interesting to me. Right. So let me know what else do you look at. So do you want me to repeat the stock list again? That is Trident. Second one is GSCL cement. Third one is FCL. Fourth is HFCL. And fifth one was Subex. Great. Thank you so much. I'll just stop the recording.